Hi everyone, welcome to our next video. Which is how to stay calm during market decline. So before we start with our video, here is a disclaimer. I am not a SEBI registered advisor and the content here is for educational purposes only. So in our previous video, we spoke about market cycles. So there was one cycle, so which was a decline phase, and during that phase, so there is a huge spelling, panic selling happens, and how to be calm during that phase. So that is one of the scenarios, but you can apply this strategy across all, like how to stay calm across every situation in the market. So what all we will cover today? So we'll see some examples of global crisis, COVID crash, and understand the perspective. Okay. So the first time when you experience a real market fall, so you don't feel like it's a cycle. You just feel like something has broken. Okay, and you see in the news channels are negative, social media was full of panic, portfolios were bleeding. But when you step back and looked at Indian market history, so you realize something powerful. So which is market declines are not very rare in India, so they are part of the journey. Yes, can see some examples of COVID, global crisis. Let's see some real examples as we go along. In 2008, global financial crisis happened, right? So what happened? So in January 2008, so Nifty was somewhere around 6,000, and by October it had fallen below 2,600. So that's nearly a 60% decline, and we can imagine the fear of that. So it was very, very, very extreme. Many believed system was collapsing, and what happened? So Nifty slowly started recovering. And in 2008, many investors believed the system was collapsing. But look at the long term chart. So by 2014, Nifty had not only recovered, it had moved to new highs. So the fall felt permanent, but it wasn't. So that is what usually happens. Sometimes it might take to recover, but definitely it recovers over a period of time. So this is the chart of Nifty, what I told you, and this is a 3 months chart. So that's why you can see the decline was happened over a year, and you can see like how market got recovered. So similarly, we will see one more examples of COVID. So what happened in COVID, market started crashing, but it happened very fast. It did not happen like in over months, but it was in weeks, because the news was at a global. And in January 2020, so Nifty was trading around 12,500 levels, but just in March it had fallen below 7,600. That is nearly 40% drop in weeks. So it was very, very fast. The news was shocking and it was very emotional. So that's the reason the fall was very fast. So the crash happened in weeks. It did not take months and months to crash, but it just happened in a span of over 2 to 3 months, a 40% decline. But if you look forward, so within a year, market started making new high. So which means the fear was very, very temporary. The recovery was very, very structured. So this is the chart of Nifty, 1 week chart. You can see where the Nifty was around 12,000 levels, and slowly where it came down, and what happened after that. Slowly it started recovering. So that is what usually happens. Market may take time to recover, but definitely if you see the history, it will recover slowly. So there is another example. So taper tantrum. So this wasn't a global collapse. Okay, so this was kind of an correction. So in 2013, so due to global liquidity concerns, so Indian markets corrected very sharply. So Nifty dropped around 20 to 25%. So rupee got weakened and sentiment was negative, but market stabilized and resumed the uptrend. So that was just one example out of the different crises what I wanted to give. So this is what the cycle is. So what Indian market history shows us, you saw the three examples. 2008 was a severe crash, but Nifty made a new high. 2013 was a major correction, and 2020 was a fast panic. So different reasons, but same pattern. You can see decline, then there is a stabilization phase, and there is a recovery phase. So whenever the decline happens, just try to remember this triangle, which means decline happens, there will be stabilization, and there will be recovery. So Indian markets have faced wars, global crisis, pandemics, political shifts, yet long-term direction has been upward. If you understand this, so there will be no panic. So what this means for you, decline look dramatic in the moment, but if you just zoom out, so they are part of the long upward journey, right? So you can ask yourself, has the long-term economic structure changed? Has the business fundamentally broken, or is this a temporary fear? So you will get an answer. So volatility might be temporary, but discipline is permanent. So ask yourself, as I said, and you will get the answers. Indian markets reward patience, but only disciplined patience. And what you need to do, you need to have a calm framework, because the Indian market has tested investors multiple times. Those who have reacted emotionally, they have exited at lows, and those who stayed structured and they have participated in the recovery, they have made good profit. So history doesn't remove risk, but it removes panic. So you need to understand, so what you need to do during market declines: reduce your news consumption, avoid WhatsApp rumor based decisions, so review company fundamentals, stick to your asset allocations, avoid leverage. Why you need to avoid leverage? Because that is a panic time and you don't know like what happens. There will be volatile moves. Sometimes leverage will destroy your portfolio. Yeah, so that's why you try to avoid leverage. And as I said, Indian market has tested investor multiple times. Those who have stayed during those times have made a good profit over time. So now that you have seen how Indian markets behave during downturns, so the next important question you can ask yourself, should you simply invest and stay patient, or is trading a better approach during volatile periods? So I will leave that option to you, because it depends from person to person. Yeah. If you have any questions, you can post me. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.